Yes, start writing the test. Write the heading as test. Write the
Ma'am, I
date.
did not.
Why,
Ma'am.
Shrenika?
Ma'am, message is coming. Can't go, ma'am.
Why?
Means your Wi-Fi or internet connection is
Yeah,
not there.
there's a
No,
problem.
it's
Yeah,
there. Its
right, ma.
router is there. I was
Okay,
near to
first
router. It's
complete
not
this
going.
answer. Distinguish between a plant cell and an animal cell. Finish it fast, then we'll have the revision also.
Ma'am, you'll show blueprint, ma'am, today.
Yes, ma'am. I'll show blueprint also. Switch on a cam, everyone. Bhuvan, Abhivir, Srinika, Rudranish, switch on your cam.
Ma'am,
After
once
writing,
again, can you repeat the question, ma'am?
yes.
Ma'am,
Distinguish
because
between.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Distinguish. Yes, ma. Srinika.
ma'am, because of rain, ma'am, my cam is not working. Tomorrow I will on.
Because of rain, cam will not work.
Ma'am,
Strange.
Will
information.
work, ma'am.
It will work, Srinika. I think network is not proper at your side, but cam will work.
Ma'am,
Switch
it'll
on your
cam will
cam.
work. Ma'am, it'll on, but sometimes it'll struck and sometimes it'll come. But camera will on.
Okay, ma'am, I will see.
Distinguish between a plant cell and an animal cell. First question. Distinguish
Ma'am, we should
between.
write in boxes, ma'am. Can we write in boxes?
Yes,
No
ma'am.
need, you can write.
Ma'am, I'm
You can
writing
write.
this
Yeah, you can write in
boxes.
box as well as you can write separately also. But it would be better if you write it in box. Yes, switch on your
Ma'am,
cam.
it's plant cell and animal cell, ma'am.
Yes, plant cell and an animal cell. Abhivir, Abhivir, are you writing?
Yes, ma'am, I'm writing.
Switch on your cam. Bharadwaja, Bharadwaja.
Wow, my table is table spread
Ma'am,
is
I'm owning my cam, ma'am. See one.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you
Ma'am,
see
I
me?
can't on my cam, ma'am. It's not
No,
working.
Renika, I can't see you.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, those who have the books with you, you can start reading. Just raise your hands. Do you have the books with you? Okay, start reading, Tanushree. 1 second,
Wheel and
Vilohish.
axle.
Yeah.
Wheel and axle. A wheel and axle is made up of a circular frame. The wheel rigidly attached to a rod or a pole, the axle. When the wheel is rotated, the axle also rotates. If an object needs to be moved across a ground that has a rough surface, the most efficient way to move the object is to roll it along. Wheel helps to move an object across the ground because it cuts down on the amount of friction between the object and the surface it is against. The axle is the part that attaches the wheel to the object. Since only the bottom of the wheel touches the ground, there is less surface area to rub. The friction between the wheel and the ground is minimum. Imagine pulling a very heavy cart and suitcase without wheels. The bigger the wheel, the easier is to make something roll. The
Yes.
second way of using
Okay, Tanushree, just 1 second. So about wheel and axle, we have already learnt about it. So can you just tell me what is the function of this wheel and axle? Why it is used? Why we use simple machines? Yes. I want Hitansh to tell me the answer. Can you list out a few simple machines, Hitansh?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, wheel and axle, pulley,
Yes.
and ma'am, I think screw, wheel and axle, wedge, lever,
Hmm. And
ma'am.
wedge,
Yes,
wedge,
yes, ma'am. I've
screw.
told wedge.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's good. So, firstly, just now Tanushree has read about wheel and axle. So, wheel and axle is a part of this simple machine. So, it's a simple machine used to move across easily with the help of this wheel. A rod is being attached to it and it moves across. Even we just use weights also. We can carry heavy loads on these wheels. So, usually the cars have wheel, they are being attached with this wheel and axle. So even the trucks, cars, and everything. So we use these wheels, and even we carry heavy loads because there's a friction which has been acting in between wheel and the ground. Because of this friction, the wheel and axle, they are being moving. So what this friction will do, this friction will try to stop this wheel. So when we are trying to stop a car, so we have to apply a certain force. So this friction will also help in stopping a certain things. So when we are just playing with a ball, when you're kicking a football, then what happens? It will not go on moving on rolling. It will stop to a certain extent. Why it is stopping? Because of this friction acting upon it. The ground will have certain amount of friction. There's a friction between the ball and the ground. So because of this friction, the ball stops after moving a certain distance. So even this is also an important thing which you have to remember. And now, where do we use, apart from cars, where do we use this wheel and axle? Even we can see this wheel and axle in the doorknob also. You have seen the doorknob, a round lever will be there where this is used. We try to open the door with the help of this doorknob. A doorknob also functions. It uses a wheel and axle. It acts like a wheel and axle actually. So we try to open the door with the help of it easily. Yes, Vilohat, can you read out the next page, screw and the wedge? Once again, I'll unmute you. Vilohat, yes, Vilohat. Next page, page number 2.
A wedge is a portable inclined plane, an object that tapers to a thin edge. It is a triangular shaped tool. Push a wedge in one direction, creates a force in a sideways direction. It is a useful tool for separating parts of an object. It may also be to lift an object or hold an object in a place. A wedge is formed when two inclined planes are put together, such as one end is sharp and the other end is blunt.
Yes, thank you, Vilohat. So the wedge, as you have read now, it's an inclined plane. So two inclined planes are joined together to form a wedge. It's very sharp at one end and it's blunt at another end. So usually we use this wedge to cut the wood or the trees. Little children, we use this wedge to cut the trees because it's very sharp at one end. So the two ends, two inclined planes are joined together to form a wedge. What are the different examples of wedges? Can anyone just tell me? Yes, Hitansh, can you read out the rest of the passage, the rest of the para? Once again, I'll unmute you, Hitansh. Sorry, Hitansh, I want Ronit to read out. Ronit, are you sitting with the book with you? Ronit? Ronit?
Ma'am, I don't have my book, ma'am.
Okay, that's fine. Hitansh, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Hitansh, can you continue reading?
Ma'am, for some time I couldn't hear your voice, ma'am. From there, ma'am.
Okay. Hitansh, page number 2, about the wedge.
Okay, ma'am. A wedge is a portable inclined plane, an object that tapers to a thin edge. It's a rectangular shaped tool. Pushing a wedge in one direction creates a force in a sideways direction. It is a useful tool for separating parts of an object. It may also be used to lift an object or hold an object in place. A wedge is formed when two inclined planes are put together such that one end is sharp and the other end is blunt.
Yes. So the examples of this wedge is, what are the examples of wedge? Blades of knife and axe. So these are the examples of wedge. Is it clear? About the screw and wedge and wheel and axle, we'll continue this revision tomorrow, children, because we have very less time. Yes, Ashwin, you finished writing? One second, I'll unmute you all. Tomorrow I'll give the chance to read to everyone. So be prepared. I'll ask the questions from this lesson. Ashwin, you finished?
Ma'am, I'll read a screw, ma'am.
Ma'am, I sent you, ma'am, test, ma'am.
Okay, ma, I'll check. Yes, ma. Tomorrow we'll read because we have less than 1 minute. Tomorrow I'll give everyone the chance. Don't get disappointed, okay? And read the question. Read this complete lesson of simple machines. Okay, I'll ask the questions from the middle of the lesson.
Ma'am, I have sent you, ma'am.
Okay, Ashwin, I'll check.
Ma'am, can you send me pictures of uniform